morning and welcome to Cover 2 Cook. We are on episode 114. We're going to be talking about some NFL updates and NFC North. We're going to do their wins and losses on what teams. Now, you do see that Lisa has joined us instead of Mr. Tim Cook. Hopefully, Mr. Tim Cook's Wi-Fi will get better as time goes on. But we got Lisa instead today, and guess what? I'm ready for this roller coaster of what she thinks is going to be wins and losses. So let's get it started.
Yeah. I was going to do a vertical jump there. Thank you, Socks.
Travel been to Indiana, and did Cover 2 Cook get you a good hotel?
Indiana? No, I'm in Louisiana. I'm getting Mardi Gras.
I know that this might be hard, but I don't know how much you remember Friday night since we left you damn near when you fell asleep.
I got my belly full, man. I was like, I warm covers and warm. I was like, I could go to sleep right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jack Dorsey.
Final answer?
Yes.
Eh.
All right.
This is going to be a long fucking day.
All right. Thank you so much for joining episode 114 as we have the NFL updates. First, right off the bat, Von Miller, which do you know what team he played for last year? The Buffalo Bills. Was released and is now signed with the Commanders. Now, we just did the NFC East wins and losses, and I'll tell you right now, I think this is a great addition for the Commanders. They have another good, they have a great linebacker. They have a great safety. This is just the elements, right? If you have a good player at each kind of level, it really helps that defense be structurally good. I'm excited to see what this is. What do you think about this, Lisa?
I have a question for you. Does that change any of your picks that you had for the Commanders? Do you think one player can change a game like that?
I think it changes one or two, right? Like the late games, and what Von Miller changes, and he's getting older, right? Prime Von Miller, he could be a couple games easily change. But with, older Von Miller, he's one or two sacks late in the game that really kind of could be the difference of a game.
Okay.
But otherwise, I don't know if I switch it hard. Like, I don't know if I say 3, 4. There's not many players outside of a quarterback position that I would say could be that many wins difference.
Okay, so you won't say a team per se, but you'll say near the end of the season, maybe 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say one team that now is like, oh man, you're screwed now that Von Miller. No, I don't think there's any team that's now that way. I just think that what he brings to that defense is going to be a great late game sack or a strip sack or something that could, change the element of a game. That's a great question. He ain't young. Let's say that.
What does that mean? Like, for the position he's in, what age do they typically retire at?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would say, I know he's older than me, so he's over 31. But, I don't know how much older than that. And I don't want to be disrespectful to that man. He could crush me in half if he ever got wind of this one. So I don't know if I want to be the one that's like, I think he's 36. And he's like, I'm 34. And, drills me, right? So, but in other news, we move on to the TJ Watt saga in Pittsburgh has come to an end. He has got a 3-year, $123 million contract extension. Obviously, I have to say this. He's the highest paid athlete that's not a quarterback. It's always that way. I think I've said that 4 or 5 times this year already. Hell of a contract. You saw it coming. I want to say one thing out of this. I am proud of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got out of their way and just got it done. It's the way they should have done it. Kind of could have got this done sooner, but obviously they get it done. What did you think about What would you do with the $123 million?
Oh, my gosh. We would have 2 houses, I'll tell you that.
And would you live in one and I live in the other one? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, $123 million is a lot. He plays the same position as Von Miller, D-end, outside linebacker-ish.
TJ Watt puts it in perspective for me because I would then say what you said about him being a late game changer could be accurate for sure then.
Yeah, I mean, TJ Watt's a whole game changer. I mean, he is a player that you change how you're going to run your offense. That's how good he is. I mean, and it's not whether it's the sacks or it's the, he can make plays in the backfield. He can make plays down the field. And what I mean by that is what might look like a good run, TJ Watt put the perfect angle on and got him. Like, he's just so athletic. I still don't think he's as good as his prime of JJ. You know, JJ was like unstoppable.
Yeah.
But TJ's really good, and now he's the highest paid. And honestly, it might have worked out in his favor because Myles Garrett got his money, and then everyone else was kind of waiting for this shoe to drop. And now that he gets his, Micah Parsons has got to be sitting back here being like, ooh, I cannot wait to see what I'm about to get paid then, because he's right up there with those guys.
Why? Where did Rodgers go?
Who?
Where did Aaron Rodgers go?
To the Steelers.
So where's all this money coming from the Steelers to pay Aaron that and then TJ like that? Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I don't know if Aaron's really getting that big of money. Like, I think he got more in the Jets than he did in this. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I mean, you got to think they went out and got DK Metcalf as well, and they just made a trade for Jonnu Smith coming to Jonnu Smith and Jalen Ramsey from Miami. I mean, they've making moves, and I think what it is they know the window's short for Aaron Rodgers. You know, you're guaranteed this year, but maybe next year. If not, you put all your money in this. And let's not also act like DK Metcalf's that young either. You know, he's getting up there, one of their biggest leaders in the defensive line. And I could smack myself for not knowing his name right now. But, like, he's getting older. You're kind of surprised he's still playing. Like, this team is old. So it's this last hurrah. Can they go get one? I just wouldn't put my money on it. That's all I'd say.
Okay.
All right, and final news in the NFL, just as we get started before the NFC North wins, we got to talk about an NFC North team dear to my heart. Justin Jefferson says about J.J. McCarthy, I want him to just be as confident as I am of him. Now, hearing that right off the bat makes me a tad bit nervous, because why is he not confident? I want a confident quarterback. Sam Darnold, we came from Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was wearing like huge necklaces and the flip of the wrist, and he was swag surfing everywhere. And then we come to Sam Darnold that looked like he had like a new life, and it makes you a tad bit nervous that JJ don't feel that way yet. I mean, obviously he's not played a snap in the NFL, like a regular season game. So maybe that's what it is. But when you got Justin Jefferson, throw it up. Just throw that ball up there, and what do you think as a wife of a Vikings fan?
Yeah, I can see how that's nerve-wracking for sure. Like, to have your biggest star to be like, I want him to be as confident as, it's just like, what conversations are you having that makes him not confident? Because we haven't heard that before.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still the knee, right? Like, he had to have 2 surgeries on it, so I'm wondering if that's anything to do with it. Obviously, he's not played it down yet, so maybe that's the nervousness.
Yeah.
And maybe this is just Justin being Justin and saying, I'm super confident of him. He's confident, but I'm super confident. But not one of those things you kind of want to hear about. As a Vikings fan, when you're going into a possibly one of the hardest divisions in the NFL. So, but yeah. All right, well, we got to move on to the NFC North wins, okay? So, Lisa, I will name who's playing, and then you name who's going to win that game. I will give before we go on to each team, I will give what their overall, like, over-under wins are, okay? And we got to start with the defending NFC North champs, the Lions.
Okay.
Lions are favored for 9.5, okay? So you would say over if they had 10 wins. You would say if they have 9 or less, you would say they're under, okay? First game starting us off, Lions versus Packers. Who you got winning that one?
I'm going to say the Packers.
I have the Packers winning that one as well. Lions versus Bears. Oh, my.
Lions.
Lions. I have the Lions winning that one as well. I think they get their little bit of a... Because you got to remember, Ben Johnson coaches now for the Bears. That came
that's
from the
right.
Lions.
Yes.
So a little bit of a give him a little bit of maybe shouldn't have moved on. Moving on to the next game, Lions versus Ravens.
Lions.
Wow, I have the Ravens winning that game. I think the run game is going to be good for them. Lions versus Browns.
Lions.
Attaway. I have the Lions as well. Bengals versus Lions.
I'm going to go with Joey. I'm saying Bengals.
Me too. I have the Bengals winning that game. It is kind of cool, though, because Joe Burrow and Jared Goff are on this last season of quarterback, and now they're going to be going at it in the future. Kind of wish they would have done it a year before. Lions versus Chiefs.
I'm going to say Chiefs.
Okay. I have the Lions winning that game only because I feel like the Chiefs struggle in the regular season, and then they're what they are in the playoffs. Moving on to the next game, Buccaneers versus Lions.
Lions.
I have the Buccaneers winning this game. Vikings versus Lions, and be careful.
Because I live in the same house, I'll say Vikings.
That away. It is in Detroit, so this one could definitely go the other way, but I'm taking the Vikings winning this game. Lions versus Commanders.
Oh, so this is like the team you just talked about with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Lions.
I still have the Lions winning this game as well, even though it's in Washington. Lions versus Eagles.
Eagles.
I have the Eagles winning that one as well. Lions versus Giants.
Lions.
I have the Lions winning that game as well. Lions versus Packers.
Okay. I'm going to say Lions this time.
Okay, yep. I have the Lions winning that one. It's in Detroit. Lions versus Cowboys.
I'm going to say Lions.
I have the Lions winning that game as well as they're the home team. Lions versus Rams.
I'm going to go Rams.
I have the Rams winning that game as well. Lions versus Steelers.
I'm going to give it to the old guys, Steelers.
You're going to go Steelers. I'm going to go Lions winning that since it's a home game. Lions versus Vikings in Minnesota.
Vikings.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Lions versus Bears in Chicago to end the season. Who wins?
Bears.
I have the Chicago Bears getting everything connected at the end, winning that game as well. So my record, and I don't know if you kept track of yours, but my record was 8-9.
Me too.
So that leads us to the under of the 9.5 for the Lions. Now, one thing I'll say about the Lions real quick is losing an offensive and defense coordinator. This team, you just don't know, right? You just don't know. Can they keep just reloading? I just don't see it happening. I really don't. It takes a lot. All right, well, we got to move on to the best. What's up?
I wanted to say this. Like, I have just naming, like, maybe one person on each team. So I'm naming, like, teams at random. There's no strategy behind my thought at all.
And the sad part is it was very similar to mine. So that's scary. But we got to move on to the best team in the NFC North, the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings are at 8.5, so they have to win 9 to be over or 8 or lower to be under. Starting us right off, Vikings versus Bears. Who do you got winning that game?
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning that game. Now, hey, before you get too crazy, no hometown discount, all right? Real winners, okay? Falcons versus Vikings. Who you got winning?
Vikings.
I got the Vikings winning that game as well. Bengals versus Vikings in Minnesota.
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning that game as well. Vikings versus Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning that game as well. Vikings versus Browns in Cleveland.
Oh, I don't even know anybody. I'm just going to stick with the Vikings.
Vikings winning that game. All right, here we go. Vikings versus Eagles in Minnesota.
I'll go Eagles here.
Okay, you know what? That's not happening. Vikings win this game. Vikings versus Chargers in LA.
Chargers.
Okay, I got the Vikings winning that game. That's crazy. No, Chargers ain't going to beat it. No, come on now. Vikings versus Lions in Detroit.
I'm going to say Lions.
I'm going to say the Vikings. Come on now, Lisa. Now I said don't go too one way. Don't go the other way.
Okay.
Vikings versus Ravens in Minnesota. Who you got winning that game?
I'll give it back to the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a guess because I would actually think the Ravens might get that one. But I will take the Vikings winning that game. Bears versus Vikings in Minnesota. Who you got winning that game?
Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings going to win that one. This is probably one of the toughest games they'll have. The Vikings versus Packers in Green Bay.
Packers.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry.
I think Minnesota gets up on them early in the year, and they're going to get up on them at the end of the year. I think the Vikings win this game. Vikings versus Seahawks. Who do you got winning that game?
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning that game. That is Sam Darnold playing against his old team.
Is it?
Commanders versus Vikings. Who do you got winning that game in Minnesota?
Yeah, Vikings.
I got the Vikings winning that game. Vikings versus Cowboys in Dallas.
Do the America's team, can they do it? I don't know. I'm going to go Vikings.
Vikings. I have the Vikings winning that one as well. Giants versus Vikings. Who you got winning that game?
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning that one. Mr. Dangerous can't touch the Vikings. Lions versus Vikings. Who you got in Minnesota?
I'm going to say the Lions.
Oh, so you have the Lions sweeping the Vikings?
Is that what I did?
Yeah,
but honestly, I don't remember what I said when we were going through the Lions to know what I said.
Yeah, I know. And then moving to the last game, Packers versus Vikings. Who do you got winning that last game?
Vikings.
Vikings at home. I do as well. So my record, and there's no favoritism.
No.
This was all cover to cook prime analyst work. And I have the Vikings going 17-0. I don't see them losing a game. I don't see where they have no flaws. A good defense, a good kickoff, a good kick return, a good punt return, a good offense, a good running back, everything's great. Everything's great. And then guess what? I would arguably say we have maybe one of the best coaches in the NFL as well. Oh my gosh. How do we not win the Super Bowl this year? I don't know. What was your record?
12-5.
Okay. You know what? I would take that too. I would take that all day, but 17-0 is what I was going to go. All right, we have to move on to the state that we live in currently, in Wisconsin, the Packers. The Green Bay Packers are at have a spread of 9.5. Okay, so 10 or 9 or less. Starting us right off the bat, Packers versus Lions. Who you got winning that game? In Green Bay.
Packers.
Hey, you did actually get those ones right from the first time. There you go.
Okay.
Packers versus Commanders. Who you got winning that one in Green Bay?
Commanders.
Wow. Packers versus Browns. Who you got winning that game in Cleveland?
Packers.
I have the Packers. Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't even done mine. I have Packers winning the first 3 games. Okay, so let's just say that. They beat the Browns. Cowboys versus Packers in Dallas. Who you got winning that game?
Packers.
I have Dallas Cowboys at home. I don't know. They're just good at home. Packers versus Bengals in Green Bay. Who you got winning that game?
Joey, the Bengals.
I think Packers offense tears up that defense again. So I take the Packers. Packers versus Cardinals.
Packers.
Yeah, I got the Packers winning that game as well. Packers versus Steelers. Aaron Rodgers hosting the Green Bay Packers in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Green Bay here.
I got the Steelers winning this game. I think there's just going to be a little bit more chip on the shoulder for those Steelers. They win that game. Panthers versus Packers in Green Bay.
Packers.
I have the Packers winning that one as well. Packers versus Eagles in Green Bay.
Eagles.
I have the Packers winning that game, surprisingly. Packers versus Giants in New York.
Packers.
I have the Packers winning that one as well. Vikings versus Packers in Green Bay. I think we already know the winner of that one.
Vikings.
That away, say it right. The Vikings win that game. Packers versus Lions at home. Or at Detroit. I'm sorry.
Lions.
I have the Lions win that one as well. Bears versus Packers in Green Bay. Who wins that?
Bears.
Wow, in Green Bay? I don't see that one. I see the Packers winning that game. Packers versus Broncos in Denver.
Oh, Packers. Sorry, Timmy.
I have the Packers winning that game as well. Packers versus Bears in Chicago.
I'm going to flip it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Green Bay.
Wow. So you're saying they're not going to win at home. They're going to win
Yeah.
on the road. Wow.
Yeah.
I am the opposite. I think the Bears will win this game because they're at home. Ravens versus Packers in Green Bay.
Ravens.
Ravens. I have the Ravens winning as well. And then the final game is the Packers versus the Vikings in Minnesota. Who do you have winning that one?
Vikings.
For sure. I think the Packers have a good team. I think that they haven't really changed. I think the Matthew Golden draft is a great draft pick. I just don't know if that's going to be enough to bring you to Super Bowl contention. Like, you know what I mean? I think there's a lot more they could have done or should have done, and they didn't do. So knowing that, like, I think Jordan Love's going to have a bounce back year. He kind of had injuries to start the year off, kind of fought throughout them all year. I think they're a good team in a hard division.
Yeah.
I think they can make some waves here. I just think their biggest competition is going to be the Vikings. I think the Lions are going to take a step back, and they have to win those games. Unfortunately, they just play them twice within the last 7 weeks of the regular season. So, and the last game of the year could matter on either the division or it could matter on playoffs, things like that as well. So, we'll have to see that one wraps up. But we have one team left.
Okay.
And it is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears have won the offseason 5 years, it feels like, in a row, but haven't won a game or feel like dog crap throughout the season. Now, they have a new coach. They went and got the coach that everyone asked for, Ben Johnson. They have Caleb Williams. They have somewhat wide receivers. They have a defense. Now, can they win? Let's go through it
all together.
Let's go through it right here. Vikings versus Bears in Chicago. Who you got winning?
Vikings.
I have the Vikings winning as well. Lions versus Bears in Detroit.
Lions.
I have the Lions winning as well. Cowboys versus Bears in Chicago.
Bears.
I have the Bears winning as well. The Chicago Bears versus the Raiders in LA.
Bears.
I have the Bears winning that as well. Bears versus Commanders in Washington.
I'm going to say Bears.
I have the Washington Commanders. They won on a Hail Mary last year. I don't think they'll need a Hail Mary this year. Saints versus Bears in Chicago.
Bears.
I have the Bears winning that one as well. Bears versus Ravens in Baltimore.
Ravens.
Yeah, I have the Ravens winning that one by a lot. Bengals versus Bears in Cincinnati.
Joey.
Yeah,
Bengals.
I think they torch them. I think
Really?
Jamar Chase has so many yards that game. Giants versus Bears in Chicago.
Bears.
I have the Bears winning that one as well. Bears versus Vikings in Minnesota.
Vikings.
The Vikings win that one as well. Yes, they do. Bears versus Steelers in Chicago.
Bears.
I have the Steelers winning this game because Aaron Rodgers is your daddy in Chicago, okay? Aaron Rodgers wins that game. So I have the Steelers. Bears versus Eagles in Philadelphia.
Eagles.
I have the Eagles winning that one. Bears versus Packers in Green Bay.
I said this was Bears.
Yep. Crazy. Browns versus Bears in Chicago.
Bears.
I have the Bears winning that one as well. Packers versus Bears in Chicago.
It said Packers.
Yeah, there we go. Packers. Bears versus 49ers in San Francisco.
I'm going to say 49ers.
I have the 49ers winning that one as well. And in the last game of the year, the Lions versus the Bears in Chicago. Who you got?
Lions.
I have the Chicago Bears winning, and I think it's one of these things where the year will end and they'll be like, well, we went 3 for 4 at the end of the year. We got a team to come. And then for the whole rest of the offseason, I got hear about how Chicago is going to do good, and they're not. So I apologize to your fans because it sucks. My things with the Chicago Bears is Ben Johnson's new coach coming in. Great culture from Detroit, right? Can he keep that culture, though? Can he build his own culture in Chicago? It seems like he's going to, but it's really hard to do that on your year one, right? Year 2, year 3. Let's go back to what Detroit did. Dan Campbell did not just take them to the playoffs year 1. it was a building process to get them where they were, which made Ben Johnson look good. And now get this job. He's going to have to do the same thing. He's going to have to build his culture in Chicago. I think he's starting it. He's by his words. I just don't think the results will be this year. Could be down the line at least. What do you think about those Chicago Bears?
I hope for the best for them. I mean, I grew up with them. I'm married into the Vikings now, so I always have a soft spot for the Bears, but I also know that they have a hard time getting it together. So I always hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless they're playing the Vikings, you can root for the Bears. I don't care. But if they're playing the Vikings, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Well, this is episode 114. We went through the NFC North wins for the Lions, Packers, Bears. Oh my, I'm just kidding. The Green Bay Packers, Vikings, Lions, and Bears. We gave some NFL updates. Mrs. Lisa Cook joined me today. I do thank you for that. We will be back on Wednesday of next week as we will go through the NFC South, the most boring conference in the world. We will go through them for their wins, losses. There's going to be a lot of losses, but we will go through that. If you want more action or more Cover 2 Cook, tune in to our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube page as we have more videos. We want to thank everyone. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Wednesday.